thing here. Bueno. Trying to remember where we left off. I know it's on page 182, but I'm not sure if we completed all what steps we where we left off on this thing. We added the two employees, James and Ashley. And we did the tax rates. We added the tax rates, income, Social Security, and Medicare. So we added those. Did this one too. Calculate the federal tax withheld. Okay, esa parte no hemos hecho. So we are on add tax rates information shown in figure 387. Okay, so we did that by the tax rates.
Yes.
This section right here. So that was step number 8. Then change the font size. So we did number 9 too. We changed the font size for this for the title and for the subtitle to 18 points underline on tax rates. Change the row height for rows 1 and 2 and 15. I think we did that part too. Then it says there are 3 columns to the right of the gross pay column. Add the titles taxable income, Social Security, and Medicare. So we did it number 10. I'm looking at number 10 too. Center the content, we did that. And then 11 federal tax calculations must take into account 2 tiers of income tax, which are applied to the taxes. On number 11, calculate the tax income, which is gross pay, number of withholding allowances times 90. Okay, so we haven't done those. I think we're on, we left off on 11, where we need to do the federal tax calculation. So this part, all right. Should we wait a couple of minutes to who else comes in and then we get going? Let's see. Let's just wait a few more minutes, okay? But definitely we're gonna start on. I'm looking at number 10 and number 11. 10, I think it's already done. Medicare taxes. We did the Medicare taxes and we did the Social Security on number 10. And I have those two right here. So, I mean, we did those two, this and this one. So we're in number 11, federal tax. That's where we left off. But anyway, I hope everybody had a really good Thanksgiving, safe, away from families. We're supposed to be staying away from family because of that COVID. So I don't know you guys, but I didn't have any family coming over, not even my daughters this year. So everybody, they celebrated in their house, I celebrated in my house, and we all stay away from each other. And I just did a bunch of little projects that I had pending, you know. So I don't know what you guys did. I actually did. I'm gonna show you here some of my pictures. I was busy doing just things here and there. I took some pictures here. This is my Christmas tree. So I had to put it up. That was our Thanksgiving dinner. All this food, you know, my wife made. And of course the ham. We didn't have the turkey. And then I had this project that I needed to complete. I'll show you here. I got this playset for my son, so I have to put it together. And that's why I did. It was meant to be like a 6-hour drive, and it took us like 2 days to set it up. And then I did this little sidewalk on the side of my house. So I just, you know, I was just busy. Also fixed the gates that were, this gate didn't work that good, so I had to fix that. So I had a bunch of work to do. My son-in-law came and helped me. And as you can see, I had to clear. This is where I had the trunk that I had to burn in order to put this thing. So, but there it is. It's completed. My son writes it every day now that you know, that is put together. I know I still have to find a better way of anchor it because it still moves a little bit. But that's what basically what I did this past week. And time goes flying. When you least suspect it, it's over. You know, back to work. But anyway, hope you guys had a good time with the family. Well, not with your immediate family, not with the whole family. Usually, my sisters come from Mexicali, and they're, you know, kids and grandkids, and usually have like 40 people in the house. But this year we didn't have that. So especially in Mexicali, where this thing is really bad. You know, COVID is the cases over there are mounting.
Yeah, this year I go to Mexicali, not this time.
Yeah, no, I know. And you know, some of my students from the high school, you know, in the morning, Monday, yesterday, I found out that two of them had COVID, ended up with COVID because their families went to visit other families and they got together and they got infected. The whole family was infected, and one of them, he told me, so I'm not gonna be able to. He sent me an email letting me know that he was not gonna be able to attend because the whole family was quarantined because they had gone to a family member for Thanksgiving, and that family got infected, and his family got infected. So, and they warned about that, you know, about staying away. But you know how it is. I mean, we We love people, even though we always say that we hate people. We don't. We love people. We love being around people. You know, the worst punishment that they give to prisoners is solitary confinement. These guys who kill, you know, who can, you turn around, they kill you on the spot with no mercy. When they put them in solitary confinement, they're crying like babies. You know, they don't like that. They can't take it, because that's what it is. You know, I guess solitude is difficult for us humans. We're used to being with other people. As much as we hate people, we can't live without them. We have to be with people around us. Anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and get going. I guess we're gonna continue on number 11. I don't know if everybody's good. Everybody has this so far. Um, Anybody needs this file from me? So before I start,
I just had a question before you start.
yeah, go ahead.
On the column F, it said taxable income. You have the taxable income in the same showing in the F column. I do have it in there, but it just shows income.
Yeah, taxable income. Yeah, don't forget that what we did is we wrapped the text. So click on the cell and then wrap text. And remember, when you type it, when you get to the end of the taxable, you press the Alt key and the Enter key, and then you enter, and then you type the how do you call it, the other word on the bottom. Maybe that's why it's not showing.
You say wrap text?
Yeah, wrap text. And expand it a little bit, because remember, we had to resize it in order for us to see the rest of the text. And let me see if I can send this. How can I send it? I have to probably download it. Let me download a copy. Is the fastest way. So save as, download a copy. There it is. It should be on my downloads. So let me send it to you. Be inbox, new message. So we send it to what is this? No, it's not this one, Jennifer. It's a different one. It's the Google, I think.
El Gmail, por favor.
Okay, so let me see. And what is it? I have it or no?
Sí, es JL Faxes, Faxas,
Okay,
a
yeah, here
Gmail.
it is. Okay, let me if I attach it this way, it's easier. Let me go. Is that the one? What's the name of it? Reliable. But it says it's this one. Let me just browse the computer and get it from my computer. It'll be easier. Downloads. Here it is. All right. So just gonna send file. All right. So it went. Let me see if it went through. Yeah, it went through. Okay. In case because it's gonna go to your Google. If you can open it on Office, it's better, Jennifer. If not, just copy and paste into a new Excel document. That's the only way to do it. All right, so I said we were on 11, no? Federal tax calculations. It says federal tax calculations must take into account 2 tiers of income, which are applied to the taxable income. Calculate the taxable income, which is the gross pay Number of withholding allowances times 90. Hi, my son, give me 1 second. Hey, ¿qué pasó? I'm in class, papi. I'm in class, you can come. Tengo clase. Corre, come on. Corre. No, estoy en clase, corre. Corre. Dale un pan como te dije con leche, please. Sorry. He wants to come in and play here. All right, so all right, let me see. So we're gonna go to my second to apply into taxable income. Calculate the taxable income.
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
The page we're working on.
We're on page 182. And I think we're on number 11. So first we must calculate the taxable income, it says here. Federal tax calculation must take into account 2 types of income tax, which are applied to the taxable income. So calculate the taxable income, which is gross pay, number of withholding allowances times 90. So it'd be equals gross pay and number of withholding allowances, which is what? 1, no? Times 1. No, let me just read it correctly. Taxable tax income times 90. All right, so gross pay. Okay, so right here, the gross pay, the taxable income is gonna be this times 90. Where's 90? I don't know where's 90. Where is it getting the 90 from? Let me see something here. So it says it's 90. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see what's going on here because I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. And see on the solution here, it doesn't. It shows what? No, the taxable income is 788.75. So it's not that. That's not the answer. Give me 1 second here. Let me see what numbers they're multiplying because it's not clear exactly what they're multiplying. Oh, it has to take into consideration. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's wrong. This is not it. Taxable income. Let me read it again. Federal tax calculation must take into account 2 tiers of income tax, which are applied to the taxable income. Calculate the taxable income. So the first thing we need to do is calculate the taxable income, which is gross pay which is the gross pay. So that's the taxable income, the gross pay. Let me check on the page if it's the same amount. No, it says 788.75. Times 90. So it'll be okay. I'm a little confused here on what we need to do. Then number 11, number 12 says calculate the federal tax withheld. But see, the federal tax calculation must take into account 2 tiers of income tax which are applied to the taxable income. So see, but we don't have the taxable income. So let me see if it's in the previous one that we have to get it. Insert 3 columns to the right, the gross pay column. Add the titles, taxable income, Social Security, Medicare. If sales, center, okay. Calculate the Social Security and Medicare taxes on columns G and H by multiplying tax rates and tax rates tables by the gross pay. So that part we did. And then the next thing is to do the gross pay times 90. So it'll be gross pay equals gross pay times 90. See, it's a huge amount. I mean, doesn't match what the book says. It shows 768.75. So that's not it. So now, and then it says, which is gross pay, number of withholding allowances times 90. So this is the withholding allowances times 90 will be what, see something here. Okay, taxable income was, you know what, I think is gonna be minus instead. All right, just give me 1 second here. Okay, I think I figured it out. This is how they want it. It's gonna be equal. So it says it's equals to the gross pay, no? And in the textbook it's not clear, but it has some minus. Is that gross pay minus? Is that what it is? I think that's what the line is, but it's a long line. That's why it threw me off. Minus, it says the number of withholding allowances, which is this, and then times 90. Okay. Let me test it. Let me see if that's the one. Enter. And then I'm gonna check on the textbook on the previous page. It's 780.75. Okay, that is how they want it. It's so confusing. It is a minus. See that long line that it has on step 11? It's a minus, but it doesn't look like a minus. It looks just like a line. But that's what it is. So it's gross pay minus number of withholding allowances, which is 1, and then times 90. Ahora, la otra cosa is I don't know if it's going to have the absolute reference.
Mr. Vasquez, I'm sorry, can you do it a little bit bigger? I can barely see.
Yeah, let me do it bigger because it's
I appreciate it. Y luego si puede enseñar la fórmula otra vez, se lo agradezco.
Yeah, let me make this a little bigger here. And this is the formula. And I think we can just copy the formula to get all of them. Excuse me. So it's equals E4 minus. That's why it's throwing me off. I didn't know if it was multiplying it or what. But it's a minus, so we have to take it off. And it makes sense because, you know, you get allowance and how many withholding allowance they call it. It depends how many dependents you're claiming. I used to do payroll, so I know this, but se me fue. Just the way it was on the book, it just threw me off. All right, so I guess we can copy this formula to all of them on the bottom. So don't forget, just drag it down to right here. Sorry. So drag it down to Caroline Smith. And then just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna make sure that I corroborate with the previous page. 785, 520, 740. Hey, wait a minute, no, they're not correct. They're not correct, you know why? This one is correct, but this one, it should be correct too. But this one I have 560, okay, that's correct. And then 360, 56, oh yeah. 936, yes. 247, 50, 832. Okay, it just doesn't have the correct formatting. That's why it threw me off, but they're correct. So just copy the formula all the way down. And that should be, well, this doesn't say to do it, but we're just gonna do it. Because eventually on one of these things, we're gonna have to copy it down. So we calculated now the taxable income.
Mr. Vasquez, for some reason,
I don't have the Social Security. Can you give me the formula really
Yeah,
quick,
let me double click it here. You have to use the absolute reference on that.
so it's gonna be equal
We'll see 4 times
is the gross.
pay times.
B16 and then the F4.
Okay.
I'm opening my window because it's kind of stuck in here. All right, so if anybody needs the formula for the taxable income, let me just double click again. There it is, and just copy it down. So that completes step number 11 on page 182. So we'll be ready to do step number 12. Now
Can
we
you
can
show me, I'm sorry, can you show me again the taxable income? I'm working on
Yeah.
a different computer and it's supposed to be F4, right?
yeah, F4 is the one
Absolute
that,
value.
that's the
Yeah, and
absolute value.
it's not giving me, so I'm gonna do it like
Just
all
do
the
it
numbers
manually.
like that. Yes, I'm gonna do it like that. So times.
Can you please see
If I got the right amount, please.
5668.
no,
For some reason, I got 42%. So what did I do wrong?
So you're grabbing the gross pay E4 times the B16, which is, where's B16? This
No.
right here, the 6.45%.
I can see the mistake.
Before.
Yeah, it has to be 6.45%. So you're multiplying times this to get the
What?
Social Security tax.
It looks the same, but it's not giving me E4 for B16.
You know, continue because
So I can see the same thing. I'm gonna do it again. And
I
Yeah,
don't
do it again.
understand the
yes.
Maybe your dollar signs are not in the correct place for the absolute value.
Mm. Mm.
I don't know what step was that. Oh, it says the previous step. It's step 10, I think. All right, so for 12, look at, we need to calculate the federal tax withheld, which is this right here, federal tax, the one you and I pay a lot of money into it. If an employee has a taxable income of greater than or equals to 689, then the federal tax withheld equals to $110 plus 85, plus the federal tax rate found on cell B19, which is 24% if you have more than that, and 14% if you make less than that. Okay, so use the if function to calculate the federal tax in column 1. So, okay. So this is how we're going to do it. Okay. We'll have to use the F, because that way if it's greater than, if it's greater or less than 689, remember that, so it's going to change. So that way we don't have to be seeing what is going to happen. We can just use the formula. So the formula can help us figure that out. Okay, so so it says use the if function to calculate the federal tax. Okay, so wow. So how we're gonna do that? It's gonna be okay. So let me read it again. Está bien calculate the federal tax. If an employee has a taxable income, so we're gonna go equals. It's the function key. Remember, so it's gonna be the function key and the if. Okay, so it's gonna be if parentheses. Okay, so if an employee has a taxable income of greater than taxable income, so it's gonna be the taxable income is gonna be our thing. So where's the right here? If this F4, okay, is greater or equals to, so it's greater right here or equals there. Oh, wait a minute. Ay, Kayla. Greater is this symbol or equals. Okay. If it's greater or equals to what? To 689, which is where? Okay, 689. Then, okay, comma. Then what's gonna happen? Okay, so then the true value, then it's gonna be, the federal tax is gonna be equals to 110. So it's gonna be equals. Is that the one we need? Equals to 110. 85. Let me try it first, okay? Plus the federal tax rate plus the federal tax rate found in cell B19. If it's greater, B19. Multiply by the taxable income in excess. Wow, it's gonna be that times. I have to do another parenthesis. I think times this. Let me see what. Oh, you should. Wait a minute. What happened here? Let me close the parenthesis. Let me close the parenthesis. I think I'm missing something here. I'm missing another. No, let me try like that. There's an error right here. See what my error is right there. Okay, so it wants the absolute value. So oops. And here they want the F. Let me check again, okay? No, I still have an error. And then I need another parenthesis. Whew. Pues yo no sé por qué me sale este error. Right. Right. Let me see. Okay, so it's missing a parenthesis. No, there it is. If parenthesis. It's because it doesn't show how to do it. It just says to do it. -6 here. Okay. Why is it giving me an error here? Let me see if I can. What am I doing wrong? Dollar sign. Dollar sign times F4. F4 minus 689. I have one parenthesis, 1, 2. Algo no está bien. Let me see on the solution file how they did it. Okay, that's the formula. That is the formula. Let me so you have 1, 2, 3 parentheses. That was my error. I only had 2 parentheses. I didn't have that in the parentheses for this. And then this last part. See, because the thing is, if it's higher than 689, then it has to pay tax, 110. But if it's less, then it doesn't pay the tax.
How many parentheses you're supposed to have, Mr. Vasquez?
1, 2, 3 parentheses.
Where do you have?
3 open parentheses and 3 closing parentheses going the other way. And I only had 2. That's why I was giving me an error.
Okay.
And then I was missing the last part where it says that if it's less than the 689, which is B18. So it's a different calculation.
And the B19, you did it.
It has to be the absolute formula, absolute value reference. I'm sorry, absolute reference.
Which is F4, huh?
F4. You can do F4, but if it doesn't work, just do the parentheses. I mean the dollar signs.
Okay.
$sign B and $sign 19. And the other one is B18, the previous one. It's a long formula.
It's a very, very long one.
It has 2 variables. It depends on how much money the is gonna pay in federal tax. It depends on how much money they make. See, if it's greater than 689, this one is not. See, it's 788. So no, I'm sorry, it is greater than 689, so it has to pay the tax. The 110.85 tax. So if you check the result, it's 134 with 79 cents, which is the amount that it shows right here. So it's correct. And we just have to copy the formula down. And make sure you copy it and then enter and make sure that it's 134.79. That's why the accountants make so much money, because it's so hard to do all this stuff.
Oh my God, it's complicated.
Ahí en Payroll, que no se fue esta, who used to work Payroll? So many people have gone through payroll in the district, huh? No duran, they don't last. But the one that used to be there for a long time, it was Molly, and then now she's in the warehouse. They just move around in the district office. Solo se promueven ahí.
Oh, sí, ahí hay mucha
Promoción. Yeah, one day you go over there, they're doing one thing. The next thing you go over there, they're bosses, and then they're somewhere else. Ahí se reparten todo el queso, como lo dicen.
Ándale.
When I went to college, I took accounting. My friend, remember Leo? Leo.
Yeah, I remember him.
Well, he was in payroll too for a long time. Remember?
Yeah, he was.
He was my college buddy. We went to college together. We both graduated in accounting. We were both accountants. And who else? Jaime, another guy. But Jaime runs the Borrego Springs. The clinic. Not in the clinic, but he runs the office.
Really?
The office is in Palm Desert. Yeah, it's in Palm Desert on the corner of Hobley. It's a big building. Yeah, right there on the corner. That's where the main offices are. But right now he's working out of the house. And nobody's working in the offices. And they're building like a big the clinic. They're building it by where you live, no? But in that area.
Aquí cerquitas por next to the tower.
The tower market.
The tower. Ándale.
Yeah, he just called me recently because he was telling me he's another buddy that graduated with. There's like 5 of us who graduated from accounting. I'm the only one who's not doing accounting. Everybody else ended up, an accountant here and there.
Really?
Sí. Eso le dice que salí más malo para los números. No, and I was really good, but I went another route. So, but yeah, those are my accounting buddies.
So you had 2 parentheses after the 689. That's where I didn't do it.
Yeah, because it's closing the first parenthesis, the B19, and then it closes the F4. And the last parenthesis is the one that closes the whole thing. That's why it's a little tricky here. See this parenthesis? Oops. Let me just go back here.
And it won't let me
this parenthesis close right here. These two are the same. Open parenthesis and the closing one. This in the middle were the ones that were a little distracting. Es que those if and this yeah, go ahead, Jorge.
Yeah, I did the whole formula, and then when I push enter,
You get an error or no? Check the numbers. Make sure it's 134.79. If it's not, then verify it again. Maybe something is wrong, because it could be the parentheses, the plus sign, the absolute value. Any of those things could affect the result.
what does that mean? Pound value? Is something wrong?
Yeah, there's an error. So type it again. Click on it and just verify it. Make sure that you have the same numbers. Don't forget the comma after 689. The comma separates the statements. You have to have the comma too.
You have to have 2 of them because
yeah, there's 1 comma after 689 and 1 comma after the second parenthesis. And the value 689 is twice there, because that's what you're multiplying against. That's the variable that it says, if it's so and so, then if it's equals or greater than 689, then this happens. And if it's not, then you have to take it off. And calculate the percentage.
120.
That's why people get programs like QuickBooks that can do all this for you. And this is nothing. Programs that calculate the like one time I work in this office, doctor's office. She's a dentist. She's a friend of mine. Setting up her program. That one calculates not only like Medicare and all these things, you know, like to charge the government and those very complicated formulas that it has. And those programs are very expensive. So remember the program cost her like $5,000 almost.
Wow.
But yeah, eso lo hizo como en un weekend. You know how it is. Doctors make so much money.
Oh my gosh.
She's a dentist, so twice the money. Okay, we're good. Let's copy the formula down. So and it should work on all of them. I don't know why there's a 0 here, but let's go drag it down and verify it on the next page. Make sure that we have the correct amounts on the previous page. I'm sorry. Federal tax 7280. Yep, and it's 549. Wait a minute. 7022. Well, I have 36.999, which is $37. That's okay because it's gonna be round off when we correct the format the numbers. And I don't think I did this. I didn't do the totals. It did it automatically. Everybody's good, or need to work with the formula more?
I'm good.
That was step 11 or 12. I'm sorry, 12. Todavía falta state tax and then the net pay, which is gonna be just subtracting one from the other one, I'm sure. All right, so let's do the state tax now. Esa es otra. State tax is calculated as a percentage of federal tax. So use the tax rate in tax rates table to calculate state tax in column J. All right, so this is gonna be easier because we just have to go to this table right here. Let me just scroll down here. This is our table. Let me minimize this really quick here. All right, so here's our tax table. Here it is. Look at 0 federal 20%. All right, so how we're gonna do this? It says state tax is calculated as a percentage. So it's 20% of the federal tax. So the federal tax is this. So 20% is gonna be right here. So it's gonna be equals this amount times right here this. Enter. Let me check. So 2696. Yep. Now let me copy it and make sure that is not a absolute value that we're looking for. Yeah, so it has to be absolute value here. So right here we have to make this absolute value. I'm just gonna press F4. Okay. Ay. Use the absolute value here and then press enter. And then let's copy again. There. So yeah, it has to be absolute value. So let me show it right there. See, but it doesn't say anything. So one has to figure it out. That's the thing. 1456. Yeah. So S equals I4 times, B20, but absolute value will be 20. So it's 20% all the way down. And then 14 is a net pay. The net pay should be really easy because we just need to, it says calculate net pay in column K as gross pay, Social Security, Medicare, federal tax, and estate tax. That's gross pay minus all. So it's going to be gross. See that line right there means minus, but it throws me off. So it's gross pay minus Social Security, Medicare, federal tax, and estate tax. So we have to subtract all those to get the net pay. Everybody's good with the estate tax?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so let me press enter. And then we're gonna fix, remember, we're gonna fix the numbers. So if you have the numbers like mine, don't worry about it. We'll fix them, I'm sure, in the next steps. So here now the net pay, let's do the net pay. So it's gonna be equals, it says, gross pay minus you know what, because it's a bunch of them, we can do it this way. Look at it's gonna be this like that.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, I think so. I
Yeah,
think it's that
because
one.
I put plus this, plus the other one, plus. Yeah, that's
No,
the
it's
one.
minus. It's minus. Don't forget.
No, I mean, yeah, but after the minus and the parentheses, yeah, I put plus medical, plus
Oh yeah,
federal
no,
tax, plus, and then, yeah,
no,
that's
we can
less
just do
one.
that range. Let me see.
yeah, I think so.
That's
90. Let me see if it's correct.
No.
Nope, it's not. All right, so it has
See,
to.
the way I did it, I got it correct.
No, you know what it's gonna be? It's probably absolute value that I'm missing. Let me check.
Is it supposed to be 90? No.
No, it's 646.
646.70.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, you know what? You're right. It has to be minus and minus. No lo agarra así. It won't take it like that. It has to be minus and minus. So the way you did it is correct. So no requiere eso. So it's gonna be.
I did plus.
Inside the parentheses, I did plus.
You can do it that way or just minus like that.
Oh, yes, like that. Okay.
Minus like that. Minus like this. And then minus. Like that. How many is all of them? Let me check because I'm just going crazy just putting all of them. I don't know if it's all of them or not. It's net pay.
That's
It's
the
minus.
Or not.
All right, so let me do it again.
Yeah,
So
you
it's
That
equals
one is not.
as gross pay minus
Social
Social Security, so minus this, and then minus Medicare,
federal
minus
And estate tax.
federal tax, and then minus estate tax. Enter, and that should work. 646.70. I wonder why
Yeah.
we didn't do it the other way. So when we drag them all down, make sure they're all matched. We don't need, I don't think we need absolute value because no, it's correct.
Can you please go back to the formula?
Yeah. Yeah, the formula is just deduct all those.
Thank you.
So starting from Social Security all the way down to state tax. Not the taxable income. We're not gonna mess with that. That income is just for the taxes. See, everything they do is on the gross pay to get the net pay.
So the net pay is how much we take home after all the deductions, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, let's take it's already 7, so let's take a quick 10-minute break and then we'll come back and complete the thing. We need to do the colors, the the number format and all that stuff. So let's take a quick break and then we'll get back to it.
Mr. Vasquez, what page can I find the formulas?
It doesn't have the formulas. That's what we're having a hard time with them. What formula do you need?
I needed the taxable income, Social Security, and Medicare.
All right, so that's taxable income.
Okay.
I don't know if see, this one doesn't let me show all of them like in regular Excel. You got that one?
Yes.
And then Social Security.
Got it.
And then Medicare. Oops. This is the one that we.
Got it. And the federal tax is a very long one, right?
Yeah, that's the long one. Let me scroll down so maybe I can display it all. There.
Got it.
And then the state tax, you have it or no?
Yes, I got that one.
All right.
The only thing I was gonna say, I have the formula correct for the gross pay, but I'm not getting, my number doesn't match yours. I have 18 point,
This
I
is the
have,
formula I look at for gross pay.
hold on, let me see.
It is a long formula.
For gross pay, okay, maybe that's why. Yeah, that's why. Okay, thank you.
All right, so let's take a 10-minute break and then we'll come back and finish this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording so that way let's continue. So we left off on 14, the net pay. We're now ready to continue into 15. All right, and let me zoom up a little bit here. Okay, is everybody back or no? I don't see that everybody back in.
Yes, I'm back.
All right. Look at what we need to do on this one. I'm on 15 now, page 182. 182. Step number 1515. It says use the background color gold, ascend 5, darker 25 for the ranges A1 to K2. So A1 all the way down to K2. So this right there are gonna be gold. Let me see. I don't know if I have gold here. Oh, there is gold. Ascend what? Ascend 5. Okay. So what is this? Ascend 4. Ascend 4. They're all ascend 4. Darker 25. This is the closest one. We don't have ascend 5. Let me see this one now. We only said have ascend 4. Darker 25. So this would be the one they want. Gold, Ascend 4, darker 25. So that color for that section. And then it says for the ranges. And then A15 to B20. So A15 says right here. And B20. So estos también. This section is the same color. So we just click on this because it already has the same color. See that? So let me zoom out a little bit so you see it. So this section from A1 to K2 is what is the closest one I found? Gold Ascend 4, darker 25. Even though the textbook calls for the Ascend 5, but we don't have Ascend 5 in this. So Ascend 4 is fine. And then the same will apply to this section right here, where the tax rates are. All right, so that completes number 15. For number 16, they want us to center the range B4 to B11. So I'm gonna go to B right here, B4, right here, all the way down to B11. They want us to center those, the allowance. So we just center them right here, look at. See? There's a center button. And then it says apply the currency style with 2 decimal places and no dollar sign and negative numbers in black and parentheses to the range C4 and C11. So C4, where are we? Right here, all the way down to C11, right there. And E4, so remember you press the control key, E4, all the way down to K12. Right here. So that section right there. Those two, we're gonna apply the, we can just go to the number right here, more number format. And we're gonna go, they want us to do the currency, I think it is, with the black parentheses, the dollar, no dollar sign. So right here, we wanna put no, none, and 2 decimal places. Okay, so no dollar sign, negative number in parentheses, but black. I think that's what it says. It says numbers in black, negative numbers in black, and parentheses. So I'm gonna click OK. And that's how it's gonna look now. See that? So we fixed some numbers that they look a little distracting. So the steps were on 16.
Mr. Vasquez, I'm sorry, can you go through that again? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So the currency.
yeah, let me do it again. It's number 16. So center the range B11, I mean B4 to B11. So this right here, we just center them.
Yeah, I did that one.
And then next it says apply the currency style with 2 decimal places, no dollar sign, and negative numbers in black and parentheses to these ranges. So it's C4 right there, all the way down to C11 right here. And then E4, so E4 right here. Hey, wait a minute. How did we do it? Oh, so it was C4 to C11 first. There. And then you press the control key, and then they want us to do E4. So E4 to, I don't know, did I do it that way? I guess I did. To K12.
Yeah, you skipped hours worked, I think. Pero no le agarré cuando dijo de eso del, es que,
I'm sorry, it's this one.
ujú.
It's C, I'm doing D, and then this one, like that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we skip the hours work. We don't have to do anything,
Uh-huh.
nothing with hours work. And then you're gonna go to, the best way to do it is go to more number formats.
Uh-huh.
And here it says to do the currency, which I click on the currency.
Uh-huh.
And then the negative, this one.
The first one?
No, the one with a black parenthesis.
Okay, I got
And
it.
then no dollar sign and 2 decimal places. And then
No dollar sign.
Where it says symbol, none.
Okay, and then in decimal.
And negative numbers is gonna be the black in parentheses.
Okay, I got it. It's because because I have my screen, how do you see it smaller? And I couldn't get the K, and then I tried to do it again, and I had to redo it. Y ya para entonces ya había dado usted las instructions.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, and it's 2 decimal places.
Yeah, I got that. Thank you, Mr. Vasquez.
And now it should look like this.
Okay.
So that's number 16. So we still need to do 17. Everybody good so far? Then it says for 17, apply a thick bottom border to the range A3. So I'm gonna go to A3 all the way down to K3. So this section right here is gonna have a thick bottom border. So we're gonna go right here to the borders. And the thick bottom border is this one. Thick bottom border, see how it says that? So you just click it. And you can see it right now when it's highlighted. You have to click away. See, once I click away, you see that the line, the under, looks like a underline. But it's a thick border. Bottom border.
Yeah.
So highlight it. Go to borders. And it's this right here, thick bottom border. Okay. So that's that part of 17. And the second part of 17 says apply the total cell style to the range A12 to K12. So A12 to K12 right there. We're gonna do the total cell style. So cell styles are right here, and here's the total. Okay. When I click away, you will see it, see? So that's the lines, the bottom, double bottom lines and the top border. And then finally, this is still 17, says apply a thick outside border to the range A15 and B20. So A15 is right here and B20 is right here. So this section, they want us to do a thick outside border. So we're gonna go to the borders. And it should be this one. Yeah, there it is. See, thick outside border. So when I click it, as I always, nothing happens until you click away from that. See? Now you see the border around.
Can you please go through through the last step?
This one, that total one?
Yes.
So this one is from, what was it? From D? No. This one total says so from A3. From right here.
Oh.
No, wait a minute. It was, the total style was from A12. I guess from A12 to K12. So this section. They want us to do, this one is the style. The total style. Let me check on this thing. Why mine looks different? Oh, no, it's correct. No, it's from all the way here. So está todo esto. So cell style is total. So from A12 to K12. So it's the whole thing. See? It covers the whole thing. I'm looking at the textbook. And we're missing numbers because the textbook has totals for the other parts. Let's see when it tells us to do those. Okay. And the last part was this, the thick outside border for this section. Thick outside border. Where is it? Thick outside border right here.
What is the font for tax rates?
It's on number 9. If you have your textbook, it's on number 9. It says change the font size on cell A1 to 28 point.
Okay, what's the page number on the book?
Page 182.
Okay, thank you.
So that completes 17. We still have 3 more, 18, 19, and 20. So look at what it says. See, I still don't have the totals for this. And on the textbook, it does show the total though. For hours worked, for gross pay, taxable income, and all the other ones. So we'll do them at the end. Let's do the next thing. Change the sheet name, sheet tab name to weekly payroll. So this right here, instead of sheet 1, remember how to change it? So we're gonna change it to weekly payroll. All right, so as I just put my new name, weekly payroll. And then they want us to match the color to the background on cell A1, so that the gold. Remember how to change the color? There it is. It's quite not the same, but it's close enough. So that completes 18.
Weekly payroll?
Weekly payroll as the new name.
Thank you.
And you know what? At this point, we should do the totals that we're missing. We're missing the total for taxable income, which is 5,494 with 75 cents. Oh no, the next one, the social security. Wait a minute. Oh, gross pay and taxable income is the same. How funny. Even though the numbers are different. All right, so let's do the auto sum on this. There it is. No, it's different. How funny. Why is it different?
Do you think we had to do the, what is it, the F4 for the formula?
No, my numbers are correct. And then the social security is 3,000. Let's check out some. Nope. Oh yeah, that one is correct. And then the Medicare, 8517. Yeah, the only one that doesn't match is this one. Let me see why. So 788.75, 520, 560, 356.25, 936, 247.50, 832, and 264. Yeah, everything is correct. Oh, I'm surprised. The numbers are different. Can you see? And the textbook is 5,494.75. In here, there's a big difference. There's a what? Like $1,000 difference. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it because the numbers are correct. So yeah, that completes it. Oh my God, we had to do so much stuff in this one.
That was a lot of stuff.
A lot of things. It's, yep. All right, so we're done with this. It says to preview it for printing. And landscape, it has to be in landscape because it's huge. Make sure you fit, you know, the content. So there it is, see? That looks really professional.
Uh-huh.
And this one basically had to do all the calculations were the difficult part on this. All right, so says to share with me, share this with me if you can, please. And then we'll do the next assignment here, the lab number 3. Oh, what? Don't forget my email is pavas59 at Outlook. There. So it is really nice. This is so much stuff. And this one, I don't even know what we're doing on this. And yeah, see here. This is called, and this is the last one. That's it. And we're done with Excel. This is our last Excel assignment, the lab 3.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Let me see what we need to do on this one. It's just a little table. And with a chart. What is this house? This one called? This is transportation cost, I was saying. Okay, on this one, I don't even know what they want us to do. It's about cars and research gas mileage for 6 vehicles. 3 after you find the gas mileage for each. And they want us to use the if again on this. But you know what? I think we can do a better one than this. Let me see from my here list of tricks of what we can do. Let me see what I have here that we can do. That is kind of like the same thing for the if, but it's slightly different. Check here. Okay, here it is. Give me 1 second here. So I can send you this other one. It's easier just to do this instead of the one there. I'm looking for one that is an if, one of those if functions. We can even do this one. This is a good exercise. Always a good exercise to do this one. I think we did this one before, but it'll be a good. This is a little functions worksheet. I don't think it has the if, but it has the other functions that we use. So let me send you this. Save as. This one, it will go pretty fast. All right, so let me send you this other one. Hopefully we got enough time. So no, we'll finish it on Thursday. Go to the email. I already had it open, so let me go new and then send it to each one of you. So starting with and the list that I see here is Barbara, then Jackie, then Paula, and then Raimundo, and then I have Jorge next. Okay, Jorge, what is your email? How's your email that starts?
Es el que empieza con Alvarado.
Alvarado, okay. Well, here it is.
Thank you.
Then Maria Gutierrez is the one that Saavedra?
Yes.
Okay. Then Maria Zaragoza. And I don't see Jennifer here, but I'm going to send it to her. And whoever here. Okay, so you guys see my emails there that I put are the ones that I have on file. So hopefully we'll all get it. Let me add it to you. It's gonna be called functions, okay? The file. There it is. So I'm gonna put type functions. And don't forget to just click on the little thing and then upload to OneDrive. Right. Upload to OneDrive. There it is. So I just send it. So I'll give you a few minutes to collect it. And let me I should have sent it to myself. There. I just downloaded it myself. So if you check, it will be in your OneDrive. Where's my one? Right here. And it goes somehow it goes to a folder called attachments. See? And see, mine is right here, function, see? When you save it to your OneDrive, it goes to a folder named attachments on your OneDrive. And this is how it's gonna look. It's just a simple worksheet format for different type of functions. found in Excel. I'll give you a few minutes to, if you're not getting it, let me know. I can send it again, but it should get there. No problem. So it has all the functions, the mathematical functions, the statistical functions, and financial functions. Let me know when you get it, okay? So that way we can get started. If not, I'll send it again if I need to.
A mí todavía no me llega.
And don't forget que va a ir a tu Google account, because that's the one you gave me. So if possible, copy and paste it from your Google account. Okay, we're good now or no?
I'm good.
Ready?
I haven't received it. I couldn't find it.
Did you find it or no?
No,
You want me to send it again?
please.
All right. How about you, Jorge? You got it or no?
Sí, nomás estoy tratando de a ver cómo.
Just highlight the whole thing, copy and paste it into an Excel. Let me send it again to.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, here we go, Raimundo again. Let me send it again.
Thank you.
So how do I do it? New message. Let me attach it again because I think when I mess up with it. So I have the desert drywall at hotmail.com.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the where it's gonna go. Okay. And I'm gonna attach it again just to be on the safe side. There it is. Okay. Okay, I just send it again. Make sure you check on your junk mail. Sometimes these things go to the junk mail for some reason. Attachments, they're like risky. That's how they infect computers. They send you an attachment like, open this, Oh, this is for your eyes only, oh, please don't tell nobody I send you this. And gente curiosa, they click on the things and then they infect their computers.
La curiosidad mató al gato.
Did you get there, Raimundo? Because they're instant. We're in the same.
Yeah, I just got it right now.
All right, save it to your OneDrive. And don't forget that it goes to your folder name attachments. Okay, look at what we need to do in this one. This one is a functions worksheet, just to show you all the functions that Excel has. And of course, it's not all of them, but it's some of the most, I guess, widely used. Look at here on B3 to B7, we have this data here. It's just some random numbers that we're gonna use to do the calculations that we need to do. We got about 10 minutes, then we can finish it. So the first one says that we're gonna do the mathematical function of summing or adding the range B3, it's right here, to B7. How do we do that? Using a function. The best way to do it is you just go to functions right here, and there's a function for sum. Look at right here, sum. I'm gonna click it and just type the range, which is B3 to B7, and then close the parentheses and press enter, and you should get the result. So I use the sum function for that. What is the result? What is our total there? It should be 2492. So again, this one is just the sum function, which is the same as the out of sum here. It's exactly the same function, okay? So you could have done it that way too. Look at, if I just go right here, it's exactly the same thing. See that? It's the same exact function. This is kind of like a shortcut to the function, but we did it using the long the long way. All right, so the next one is to obtain the square root of this one, of this number, the square root of B10, which is 2,492. How do we do that? Well, the square root is another function. So I'm gonna go right here, functions, and look for the square root, but see, it's a mathematical function, so I don't see it here. So how I look for it? I can just click right here and go to math, see, and trigonometry, and look for a square root. It's in alphabetical order, so I'm gonna go down to the S. There it is, here it is, look at S, 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 Q.
RTPI?
Right here, SQRT. SQRT says resumes the square root of a number. Returns, I'm sorry, the square root of a number. So it's actually SQRT, but you find it on the math and trigonometry section. So here it is, I'm gonna click on it. There it is. It's going to be equals SQRT, parentheses, and then this number, B10. See that?
Mm-hmm.
So you close the parentheses, and it should give you the square root of that number. So when you press enter, what is the number that we get? It's going to be a long number, I bet.
Uh-huh.
So let me do it again. I'm going to just press enter and do it again. So how do I obtain that number? This way, look at. The easiest way, because I don't know how to type a square root. I don't know what's the function name for it. I can go right here to the functions on this little corner right here that we've been using before. That's where all the functions are located. I can just click on that, and then see if it's not listed here, I can just click on the category. And it says right here that they're mathematical functions, so I'm gonna go to math. And then it should be right here. And I know it's a square root, so it's gonna start with an S, and they're all in alphabetical order, so I'm gonna scroll down all the way down to the letter S, and carefully look for a square. Here it is, look at SQRT. SQRT stands for returns the square root of a number. That's what I need. I need the square root of cell B10. So I'm gonna click OK. So I'm gonna I can just type B10 if I want to, if it's easier for me, and then close the parentheses and press enter. And that's the number. 499199,359. It's a long number. But look at what we need to do on the next one, on cell B11. We need to round it off to 2 decimal places. How can we do that? Well, there's also a function that does that. It's called the round function for rounding off numbers. How do we find that? We can find it on the function. This is just to learn how to use the function key. So look at, I'm gonna go to functions. And it's also, if I don't see it here, which I'm not gonna see it here because I never use it, I'm gonna go to the commonly used math and trigonometry. I'm gonna click on it and looking for round. So it's gonna be with a letter R all the way down to the R's. Right here, look at round. Look at what it says, rounds a number to a specified number of digits. So that's what we want. Round, it stands for rounds a number to a specified number of digits. They want us to do 2 decimal places. So look at how we do this. I'm gonna click OK. And then we put the number of digits. How many number of digits we need? No, first of all, it says, this is how we're gonna do it. The number here is this number. So it's gonna be B11, comma, and then how many spaces we want? 2 spaces, 2 decimal places. So I'm just gonna put the number 2. And then close the parentheses. And I'm gonna press it. Just let me make sure that's correct. There you see 4992. So this is the formula for that. So equals round and then parentheses B11, because that's the number we're trying to round off, the B11 number. And then how many digits? And I put 2 after a comma, and then close the parentheses, and it gives you the answer. So this is a pretty good formula too. Of course, you know, we can just use the decimals right here. Look at it has shortcuts for that. All right, we can decrease the decimal like I showed you before. But this is using the functions worksheet. I mean the functions that Excel has. Can you imagine if you have like 20,000 numbers, but estarle picando ahí al cero? So this is just to do a formula and then copy the formula. It makes it easy. Formulas are faster, or functions are faster than typing or doing any other way. Okay. Continue. We have about 5 minutes. We're just gonna do the statisticals, or we can stop right here if you guys want to, and then recap again on Thursday and finish this worksheet on Thursday. You guys want to do that or want to continue? Ya se miran bien cansados, no se me quedan viendo
Wait
todos.
till Thursday.
Okay, we'll stop right here. I'll go over this again because I know it's a little confusing, but it's pretty good because it's all these functions. Look at that. We're gonna do even how to get a loan and not how to pay it, because that's another thing.
Problem.
Getting the loan is not the problem; it's paying it. All right. Okay. Well, so we'll stop right here. Thank you very much, everybody, and
Thank you, Mr. Vasquez.
you guys on Thursday. Okay.
Have a good
nice,
evening.
nice night. And
Bye,
I'm
everybody.
recording this. As soon as I'm done, I'll send it to you guys. Don't forget, it takes time sometimes, maybe until tomorrow, but I'll see. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much.
Good night.
Aye.
Good night. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good night.